Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another process video. Today I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo of my cat. Well, it's not my cat. It's actually my housemate's cat that I have co-opted as well as I've lived with him for the past 10 or so years. So I'm going to be using the Journey line of 6x6 papers by Crate Paper. Today I'm scrap lifting Jen Schow's 6x6 paper pad love series. Her layout was called Amazing Present, and it is the one where she takes 4 pieces of pattern paper and makes them into triangles and then fits them together to look like a square. So I apologize if you hear outside noises of cars and stuff going by. I have my windows open because it's a beautiful, beautiful day out over here in Connecticut, and I'm not closing them just because there's a little bit of background noise. So I've got 4 papers, and these are the 4 I've decided I like: the cloud, the triangle, the feathers, and the wood grain. So now I'm just using my new cutter, my Caterpillar Caterpillar Crop. I have actually started using it more, and I actually like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Not having a guide is a little bit of an issue, but so far it hasn't been too bad. I only messed up one cut that I did, not for this layout, but for another layout that I had to then trim up. But other than that, I've been doing pretty good. Now, this is a photo of Loki. Loki is about 23 years old. This photo was taken last year. My roommate has had him since he was long before she was my roommate. A client of hers, she's a hairdresser. A client of hers found him being bullied, I guess you would say, by some teenage boys who were trying to, I don't know, capture him to do nefarious things to them. So she chased them off, grabbed him, and she knew my housemate but was an animal lover. So she dropped her off at her house, anonymously actually, and didn't confess until a couple weeks later that it was her that had dropped him off. And when my housemate took him to the vet was like, well, I'm pretty sure he's just under a year old, and that was about, so we don't know exactly how old he is, but counting back, we're pretty sure he's around 23, 24 years old. So right now, he is most definitely in the last stages of his life. He is deaf and can't see very well. He can smell like a 10-week-old puppy. You open tuna, if he's upstairs, he smells that and he will come racing down. He still eats, he still grooms himself, but he used to be this massively huge cat. I mean, not fat, just huge. I mean, his head is the size of a softball. So he weighed, he'd be the cat, you'd come over, all right, when my niece was in kindergarten, the school system here, what happens is the kindergarten teacher actually comes to your house and does a sit down with you and overviews the stuff. So when she came to meet with my housemate, I was not there. My housemate's telling me the story, and she's like, and this is what oh my God, that's a huge cat. We had, when we first moved in, we had people install, 2 guys installing our television programming and stuff. And it was hilarious because I was there, and one guy's, oh my God, you were right. That's like the biggest cat I ever saw. So obviously, the first guy had seen the cat and then talked to the second guy about the cat, and then the second guy agreed. So it's very funny. So, but in the past, I would say 3 to 4 years, he has lost a ton of weight. He probably now weighs only about 9 to 10 pounds. He's basically taking in food to put out food, but he is happy. He still purrs. He still climbs in people's laps. He now has taken to jumping on the counter, which is a first because he was always far too big a cat to be able to do that easily. So he finds he enjoys that very much, and he doesn't hear anything. So we'll hear him jump up on the counter, and then we'll come out to take him down. And the look on his face is also, how did you find out I was up here? So sorry, I've been going on and on about the cat. It's hard. I've lived with Loki for 10 years now, and he, yes, I know he's just a cat. It's not like he's a human being or anything, but, any person or animal that has been part of your life for a very long time, if you're an animal lover, obviously, so it's hard to see that you're going to have to say goodbye at some point. It will be very, very hard for Nina. I'm sorry, I'm choking up a little bit. I apologize, but I should probably get back to the layout. All right, so I'm using the Journey papers. I grabbed these rub-ons from Notes and Things. I had a ton of them left over. Now, Jennifer had used washi tape in the upper left and lower right-hand corner. I decided I had these messy-looking threads that from the rub-on, so I used those instead. And then she did journaling all the way around that pattern paper, but I didn't really have a huge amount to say other than, I will do a personality piece about Loki. I just didn't, this wasn't the photo I wanted to do that with. I have another photo for that. So what I did was on those rub-on sheets, they had, a perfect day, happiness, you are the moon to my sun, and all those, cliched little sayings. So I just wrapped those words and then a couple of arrows and love this and love ya all around the pattern paper. And then I grabbed that hello from the cork embellishment from the Journey line. And then I used the Evilicious wood grain puffy sticker alpha for the handsome part. I had considered using hello love or hello smile or something like that, but I really wanted to bring the darker tone to below. And then I'm just going to do some quick journaling about how handsome Loki is. And he really is a truly incredibly handsome looking cat. He just has like great markings and great coloring and all that. And so the last thing I'm going to do, before I add some enamel dots, I decided to add more of those border stickers from the Journey Puffy Stickers line. And then I'm thinking about adding some to the bottom because she had something in hers. But instead I added this Life rub-on from the Notes and Things rub-ons. And then the last thing I'm going to add are some enamel dots in wood grain. I'm going to add 3 down by where it says love ya, and then 3 up in the upper left-hand corner below that thing that says love, love, love. Now, I noticed when I took my ending photos for this, one of my triangles, actually it's already missing. It's obviously stuck to the bottom of something. I'm going to find it, or I'll just add another one. But yeah, those did not really stick well, the puffy stickers for the Journey, so I definitely I'm going to go back and add some glue to that. So thank you so much for joining me. Have some photos now. Flick me a thumbs up. And thank you so much, Jen Schow, for putting out this paper pad. It was fabulous. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, look, there's my thumb. Haha. Bye.